Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm back from my unplanned hiatus of not uploading videos. I'm so sorry, but I am back now and I come to you guys with a reading vlog. It is Monday, May 17th. I did get my hair braided last week, and so I was like, I'm definitely going to get a lot of videos out of this because I don't have to worry about my hair for a little bit. Yesterday, the 16th, I submitted my final paper for the one class I was taking this semester, which was another reason why I had to take a break because I was writing a lot of essays and turning in a lot of assignments. But that class is over and I don't have to worry about school until August when I start my master's program. And I just thought, what better way to come back to BookTube and my channel and you guys who I dearly missed by doing a reading vlog. I'm not sure how long I want this vlog to go because our monthly readathon is this weekend. And so I don't know if I want to stop this vlog and then start another vlog specifically for the readathon, or just like a whole weekly vlog into the readathon. We're just gonna go with the flow, and I'm just excited to be back and talking. Wow, I'm so excited. Okay, so what am I reading? I have no idea. Are we surprised? I am reading one book right now though. I'm reading The Cost of Knowing by Brittany Morris, who is also the author of Slay, which I absolutely loved when I read it back in 2019. I'm really upset about this Target sticker. I need them to get it together because we don't want the Target sticker right on top of our main character here, you know, like maybe on the back so it wouldn't really matter, because I'm kind of too afraid to take the sticker off right now. I'm currently on chapter 4, so I've read just under like 100 pages of the book, and let me tell you, I'm just very excited to be back reading in general, because I think the last like physical book I've read was A Court of Silver Flames, and that already took me like a month to read because I was just so busy with work and school and social life and everything like that. So I'm very, again, happy to be back reading The Cost of Knowing. And so far I am enjoying the book. We are just getting a bunch of backstory of our characters. In this book, we're following 16-year-old Rufus, who has the power to like touch objects, and then he sees a vision of what is going to happen with that object, with that person in the future. And so one day he touches a photograph of his brother and sees his death coming in a couple of days. And so he is trying to spend as much time with his brother in case he can prevent it. And yeah, it's supposed to be really heart-wrenching and sad. This is definitely a different synopsis from Slay, which was about a Black girl building her own video game in her own video game world. So very, very different, but I'm nonetheless excited to read this book. I am back. I am excited. I'm really craving boba right now. So I actually might go get me some boba to pair with this reading, because that's all I plan on doing for the rest of the night. And I'm very excited about that because I really have not had a night of reading. The only time I really have had time to read in the past couple of months have been the readathons. I'm really happy and excited to have some of my free time back where I'm not working on homework, that I can read these books. And also my Goodreads goal, I'm only 3 books ahead of schedule, and at one point I was like 6 books ahead of schedule. So I definitely want to get that back up to 6 to 10 books ahead of schedule so that I can beat my goal, of course, and beat Jaleesa, of course. So yes, this was a very long-winded introduction. I'm just so excited to be back and filming again. And yeah, I'm gonna go get some boba and I will come back with some more thoughts on The Cost of Knowing. I've literally been sitting here waiting for the construction workers outside to stop making noise. So I think and I hope and I pray that they're done so we can have a smooth clip update here, because I just don't really have the time. Also, I'm sorry for this shine, this glow on my face. I definitely sprayed oil on my face instead of my rose water. So yeah, that's the type of morning I'm having. JK, I'm having a great morning so far because I'm making this morning about me before I have to do anything. I am worried and taking care of what I want to do this morning, because yesterday was just absolutely atrocious because I was just always and constantly doing something yesterday. I didn't have any time to just stop and think literally the entire day. I am going to finish up The Cost of Knowing today. I'm on page 209, chapter 10, so I have about 100 or so pages left of this book. As you could guess, I read 0 pages yesterday, so up to chapter 10 is what I read to you on Monday, which was absolutely great because I read about 140 pages on Monday, and I haven't read that many pages in one day since, again, the readathons, which is the only time that I read physically anymore. So it felt really good to be able to pick up a book in the middle of the week, and I'm gonna do that again today. Updated thoughts on this book so far. I would say that I'm both enjoying this book and also ready for it to end. I'm really enjoying the moments between Alex and his brother Isaiah and their bonding moments. There's also a lot of talk of ancestors, where they came from, and their history of their family and everything like that. It's really, really interesting, and I'm having a great time reading about that. But other than that, it's just kind of like the same thing over and over again. The constant worry about when is Isaiah going to die and all these things, which is understandable, but I don't know, I'm just ready for the book to end. But you know, hopefully I end up really enjoying this book in the end. I'm super excited for a morning for myself and to chill for 3 hours or so with myself. I might make some waffles or some type of breakfast because I'm hungry, with coffee, of course. So I'm gonna get that started, and then I'm going to finish up this book. All right, y'all, so I finished The Cost of Knowing, and I am just beyond excited to have finished a physical book after so long, and for it to not have been during the readathon just makes it even more sweeter. I literally just wrapped up reading this book, and so I'm still kind of determining what star rating I want to give it. It's going to be between a 3.5 star and a 4 star for me because, as I had mentioned earlier, I was enjoying the book, but I was also ready for it to end and ready for me to kind of move on to my next book. But I really enjoyed the end of the book. At its essence, this book is about Black joy despite. And when I say despite, I mean despite all the obstacles and the problems and just the everyday dealings that Black boys specifically have to go through in America. And being able to find joy despite everything and everyone trying to keep you down at the bottom, right? So I really enjoyed that aspect of the book, and I'm happy that this message is being spread in young adult. And I'm really happy that Brittany Morris wrote this book. It was really needed. I can't really pinpoint what exactly I found wrong with this book. Wrong in terms of why I'm not giving it a 5 stars. I did enjoy this book, but it just didn't hit that 5 star level for me, if that makes sense, you know? So I have nothing to say about this book that's like, oh, I don't like it because X, Y, and Z reason. So I definitely recommend this book to any and everybody. But now to figure out what my next book is going to be, I literally have 0 plan. I don't know. I was staring at my bookshelf, like, what do I want to read next? And I was like, I haven't read this one yet. I haven't read that one yet. But I can't read them all at the same time. So what am I going to read next? I picked 4 books that like I think I want to read the most right now, that have been on my shelf for a while, and I've just been looking at it. Like, when am I going to get into this book? I think I'm just going to do a matter of any, mini, miny, mo and go for that because I still do not know which of the 4 I want to read more. So let me show you what my 4 options are. A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne Brown, Wings of Ebony by J.L., Legendborn by Tracy Dion, which has been on so many TBRs and just constantly looking at me to read, so I don't know what I'm waiting for with this one, and Raybearer by Jordan Ifugo. So again, like, I really just don't know which of these 4 books I want to read, so I'm gonna do an any, mini, miny, mo, and that's what we're gonna do. Like, you ever just do that when you really don't know which book you want to read? Okay, so literally, why am I like this? I have no idea. But this is the any, mini, money, mo setup. So I'm just gonna dive right on in before I regret this. Wow. Look who it is. It is the one, the only, Legendborn by Tracy Dion. So we're just gonna ignore the way that I was just sprawled out on my bed like that when there was probably so many other ways that I could have done this. Plus the fact that any, mini, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. Like, obviously the 4th book was gonna be the winner. We're not gonna think about that. We're just gonna go along with it. And Legendborn by Tracy Dion is the winner. So this is the book that I'm going to start next. And I couldn't be more excited because, again, this has been on a TBR for so long. I think what has been like setting me back from picking up this book automatically is because I've kind of heard mixed reviews about it. Some people absolutely love and adore this book with all their heart. And then others are like, it was okay. The ending was good, but it was okay, you know? So I was like, not feeling that vibe, but I just think I need to bite the bullet, read this book and form my own opinion about it. Because we all know that this cover is absolutely gorgeous, and I just look at it every time I see it on my shelf and I'm just like, I need to read this book. So I'm very happy that fate, destiny yelled at me to read this book today, tonight, right now. But the basic premise of this book, if you don't already know, is we're following 16-year-old Bree, whose mother dies in an accident, a tragic accident, and so she's just over everything. But she's also a prodigy and goes as a high school student to college at UNC Chapel Hill. But on the very first night that she is on campus, she witnesses a magical attack. Soon, she is introduced to a secret society called Legendborn, who are tasked with hunting and killing these creatures. This is a retelling of King Arthur, by the way, which I'm not really too familiar about in general, so I'm just going into this book with an open mind. I knew I wanted my next read to be fantasy because The Cost of Knowing was, you know, contemporary, hard-hitting, all that kind of stuff, so I'm ready for something a bit more violent, you know, with some magical creatures and taking down demons and fighting the good fight, you know? So I'm very excited with this choice of mine, and I'm gonna start reading hopefully tonight. It is like 7:38 p.m. Not sure how much I'm going to read, but definitely gonna start and get going. So yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Happy Friday! It's the Readathon! Oh my gosh, we have made it. Another Readathon. Our May round is coming up starting at 9 p.m. my time. It's currently about 2 p.m. so I got like 7 hours before the start of the Readathon officially, and I think I'm just gonna kind of start reading just up until that time. I have decided to make this a week-long plus the 24-hour Readathon vlog because I just don't feel like splitting it up into two. So might as well just make it one, you know? But yeah, in the meantime, I just have a 1 hour of tutoring to do today in a couple of hours. I do get the book of the month subscription box every month. No, I'm not sponsored by them. That would be a dream, but I do pay my little $15 or whatever to get a book each month. And my May box did come yesterday, and I picked Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, which is a retelling of some Greek mythology. The name of it is escaping me right now, but it's the one with Theseus and the Minotaur, and the main character is a princess of Crete. But what I wanted to show you guys was this bookmark. Y'all know that the book of the month, they like give you a bookmark with each of the boxes, and they have a saying on the bookmark, and I just thought that this month they were wildin'. You know, I don't know, just leave it here. I'm a freak between the sheets. Look, I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but I saw this and I was like, huh? Is it supposed to be from book of the month? Like, what is happening? But alas, it says it, and I absolutely love it. And this is going to be my main bookmark now because I just love it. I don't know what they were thinking. They're wildin', but I'm here for it. Here for all that energy. Of course, I'm still reading Legendborn. Whenever I updated you last, I think it was on Wednesday night, I was just starting it. And all I read was the prologue because I watched the Laker game and then I played Fortnite. So really didn't do much reading that night. And then yesterday was another full day of a workout and then head straight to work and then come back and it's like 1 a.m. So I go to sleep, you know? So yeah, but this weekend, well, today and tomorrow is for reading, and I don't work again until Sunday, so that's very exciting. Don't know what I'm going to read for the Readathon yet, but obviously I'm going to read Legendborn, and then once I finish Legendborn, I'll figure out what I want to pick up next. Probably something a bit shorter, as this is, I think, over 400 pages. Hopefully I can get through this book and have time for like one more shorter book. Of course, I'm gonna get coffee closer to the start of the Readathon so I can be nice and awake. I am going to be team sleep this Readathon. I don't think I can do this to myself and stay up and read till 4, 5 in the morning and then sleep for 2 hours. I think I want to get pretty much a full night's rest so that I can wake up and have all the energy to read on Saturday. I am hosting sprints, this time at 10 a.m. my time instead of the usual 8 a.m. because once again, we just be delusional, all four of us hop on these reading sprints and don't know the time of day, don't know our own names. So this time we're like, you know what? Let's just take it easy, you know? We'll be active in the Discord. It'll still be a great time, but we're gonna take it easy because we deserve that. This is a monthly thing and other things be happening in our lives too. So just want to make sure we have all the energy. So yeah, I've got about an hour of reading time before I have to leave and head to my one tutoring session of the day. Then I'll be back and the only thing on my mind will be this readathon. So I hope you guys are excited and I hope you guys have your TBRs ready to go, and I will see y'all in the Discord and on the reading sprints very, very soon. It is officially the readathon and I'm so excited. But guess what time it is? 11:30 p.m. Yeah, it's already been 2.5 hours of this readathon. And how many pages have I read? If you guessed 0, then that's absolutely correct. It is 11:30 of the May readathon and I've read 0 pages. I mean, I did say it was gonna be a very chill readathon, so I guess I'm going with that flow. But let me explain myself. At like 8:50 or something, I was about to come into my room and set up for this readathon to hop on Zoom with everybody. And then my brother and my sister said that they were gonna watch A Quiet Place. And I wanted to watch A Quiet Place with them because I think part 2 is coming out in a couple of weeks. So I wanted to refresh myself on the first movie. And of course, they're gonna put that on right when the readathon is supposed to start. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna be an hour and a half late to this readathon because I want to watch A Quiet Place. So it became 10:30, the movie ended, and then I was like, great, now I can hop on this Zoom and start reading. But when I hopped on Zoom with everybody, they were not reading. They were, what were we doing? Chatting as usual. Nobody is surprised. We were chatting, we were saying hi to each other, catching up and whatever. And so yeah, now it's 11:30 and 2.5 hours after the start of the readathon. And I'm just now giving an update on this readathon and everything. Everybody else is just starting to get reading as well because they've only read like 20 pages or even less. So we're all starting out really slow, but that's okay because we're having a great time. And that is the point of this readathon, right? To have a great time reading. So time to get serious. Yes, I'm still reading Legendborn. I had a moment where I was like, maybe I don't want to read Legendborn right now. But frankly, I don't know what else I would read right now. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with Legendborn. I did read a chapter 2 earlier today. Whoop-de-doo. Not much. So still haven't read pretty much anything of this book. So I have a long way to go. I was thinking of picking up Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. But I don't know. I just think I want to stick with Legendborn, just because it's been on my TBR for so long and I just want to read it and get a little further into the book to develop some thoughts and feelings about what I'm reading. So I'm going to stick with Legendborn and we'll see how long I last before I knock out, because I do plan on getting some sleep, more than 2-3 hours like I usually get. My sprints are in the morning at 10 a.m. So if I go to sleep by like 4, then I'll get that 6 hours of sleep. So I have about 4 good hours of reading before I should probably knock out for a little bit. I hope y'all are having a great time with their reads and that you're off to a better start than we are in terms of pages read. I'm going to dive right into this book and I'll come back at y'all later. Y'all know this position. Y'all know what it means when this blanket comes out. It means that your girl is tapping out for the night, okay? It is 2 a.m. right now and I'm in desperate need of a nap. But the good news is that I made it to page 106, chapter 12 of Legendborn. So go me. And remember, I only started at 11:30. Well, really 11:45. So what's that? What's math? Like 2 hours and like 15 minutes of reading, right? That's with me like dozing off, right? Confident that we're gonna get some good reading done once I take this nap. So it's 2. Maybe I'll wake up at like 7:30. That's what we're gonna do over here. So far for Legendborn, it's slow. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's slow, but I'm still interested, you know, because it's like a 500-page book, so wasn't expecting too much to happen within the first 100 pages, but definitely within these next 100 pages, things need to pick up. But I'm not sure because we're just entering like a tournament type thing. I didn't even know there was a tournament included in this book. We're just here for the ride, and I'm just trying to finish this book by tomorrow. So that is the goal. I'm going to head to sleep, take my nap, get more sleep than I usually do during readathons, and I will talk to y'all when I wake up. Good morning. It is just after 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, and I woke up a little bit over an hour ago after about like a 5-hour nap. But now I am up and awake with energy, ready to continue reading. I'm on page 123 now, and my sprints start in less than an hour. Hopefully I can get to page 200 by the end of my sprints, and then I'll only have 300 pages left to go. So far I'm Team Nick. I think there's a love triangle in this book, and so far I'm definitely Team Nick because he's just so charming and everything for me right now. So let's see if these thoughts change throughout the book. All right, so another update. We are currently on Mel's live stream right now. So we've already done my live stream and we've had a little break in between. And now we're on Mel's channel, wrapping up with the sprints on her channel. We won't be here for too long, but we're gonna do a couple of long reading sprints here. So hopefully people are getting a lot of reading done during these sprints. I have just made it to part 3 of Legendborn, just over 200 pages into the book. And according to Jaleesa and Mel, that's where the book starts picking up and gets a little more interesting. So I'm super excited to keep reading this book. This has definitely been a very chill readathon. After my sprints, I had a work meeting and I watched the Clippers versus the Mavericks basketball game because the Clippers are my favorite basketball team and they need to win. So I'll be supporting them. So I kind of took a slight break there and watched the game. I read a little bit, but not too many pages, of course, because I was locked and loaded into the game. Then I cleaned the house up a little bit. And now we're on Mel's sprints, and I'm hoping to get a lot of pages read during these 2 sprints that she's going to host for us. Things are spicing up between Bree and Nick, so I'm still Team Nick. Sel's character hasn't really been introduced as a love interest yet, in my opinion. They're kind of like enemies and the tension is going on there, but I guess at some point it's going to turn into a love interest. I really do not know. But yeah, as of now, I'm Team Nick all the way. I'm going to dive right on into part 3 and hopefully tab up this book a bit more. I've only tabbed up a little bit because there's not too much going on here that I would want to tab up. But I'm hoping that these scenes get interesting and the plot thickens and everything that could happen happens. It's definitely the Tuesday of the next week. So after the readathon and after my weekly vlog and everything. But I'm just now here to wrap up this vlog. As I mentioned before, this past readathon was very chill, very relaxed. I got 5 hours of sleep. I wasn't really pressed on finishing a book or finishing 2 or 3 books like I usually do. And I honestly didn't even finish 1 book. I was reading Legendborn, as y'all know, throughout the readathon, and I only finished it last night. I ended up rating it a 4 stars. Although the beginning was super slow and I wasn't all the way engaged in the story, I definitely got engaged by the end. That ending was a wow. That plot twist, everything just came together perfectly and I really loved the story. I just loved the empowerment that Bree had. She was a very strong character and she wasn't gonna take no BS from anybody and was gonna stand up for who she was and who her family is. And that's another thing I enjoyed, the family aspect. Learning about generational trauma and then turning that into something very powerful is just so great to me. Being able to have those scenes with Bree's ancestors and her mom and everybody before Bree was just wonderful. But I don't know, y'all, I might be Team Cell now because just the flow of events that happened in this book slowly is turning me to Team Cell. And I can't wait to see how Tracy Deonn does this love triangle thing that we got going on in the second book because obviously right now Bree is with Nick and everything like that, but Cell is there and she knows he's there, and they have their moments where I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, so I think I'm a team Seller. What about y'all? If you've read Legendborn, let me know what team y'all are on. I'm truly interested to see, because I know Jaleesa's team Cell and I know Mel is team Nick. So I don't know, I'm kind of in between right now. I think book 2 is gonna definitely sway me to one or the other side, but team Cell just might be where I end up. So this past week, I ended up reading 2 books, The Cost of Knowing by Brittany Morris and Legendborn by Tracy Dion, and I finished both of those within a week, and I'm so proud of myself. I haven't really read too many physical books lately, and so for me to finish 2 in 1 week is really a great thing for me, and I can't wait to keep this momentum going. I have no idea what I'm going to read next, but it'll definitely be something physical, and I'm just gonna keep on vlogging, I'm gonna keep on reading, and I'm back, y'all. Like, I'm finna upload these videos for you. If you participated in our May readathon, let me know what you accomplished. Did you finish a book? Did you not finish a book? Like, let me know what was popping and what books y'all are reading right now and what's going on, like what's happening in your lives. Let me know. But I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank y'all for tuning in on this, I don't know how long video this was, but thank y'all for watching all the way to the end. If you did make it to the end, please comment down below a wave emoji, because I'm back and I'm here to say hi to everyone. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.